Good morning and welcome to the next episode. Today's episode, we're going to talk about greener pastures. This is Master Mentor Joyo Gomez, and this is our Monday talk. I'm still following the my coach, my mentor, Mr. Errol Nightingale. He's lead the field course in 12 chapters on success, and one of his chapters is greener pastures. It is, we all talk about, the greener part, across the streets, always the grass is greener, and always the neighbor's wife is better than ours. Always the neighbor's car is better than ours. We're always comparing to the other people, and we always see the greener pastures somewhere else, not under our feet. And this goes back to 1880s, somewhere there. Dr. Russell Conwell. He was a pastor, a minister, and he was teaching some kids, giving some classes. And some of the kids asked him, "What can you teach us? Or what can we learn from you? What can you teach us? Success." But they were poor; they didn't have any money. So he created the now famous Temple University in Philadelphia. But he always started because he said, "That's a great idea. I can do that. I can teach these kids, how to do this." So to do that, he needed money. So he created a talk called Acres of Diamonds. If you haven't read, you haven't listened to Acres of Diamonds, it's a must. It really is, because rumor has it that he did more than 6,000 conferences of Acres of Diamonds and to raise money. And the story goes about a farmer in Africa, somewhere they had a big land, and he heard stories, with travelers. They said that diamonds are very expensive and very expensive, and you need to find them, and you become rich if you find diamonds. So he had this big land, this big farm, and he sold it for pennies on the dollar to go seeking the diamonds somewhere else. And the story has it that he never found them. He died. He was desperate. Finally, he jumped into a river or something and drowned himself, killed himself because he never found the diamonds. And the person that bought his farm, he was walking on the trail one day, went under with a little stream, and he saw like a rock that was shiny, and he picked it up. It was a big rock. It turns out to be the biggest diamond ever. So, long story short, the farm that the previous owner sold for pennies on the dollar turned out to be the biggest diamond mine in the world. So he had literally thousands of diamonds, or billions of dollars in diamonds under his feet, but he didn't know, and he sold it for pennies on the dollar to go seek the diamonds somewhere else. See, opportunities are seen with the mind, not with the eyes. So this guy had no idea how diamonds look and brute form. So he didn't know he had acres of diamonds. So the message is that you gotta look under your feet first, because you are right now standing of acres of diamonds. Ingus Magnus said that unless a man has prepared for his chance will only make him feel ridiculous. In other words, it's better to be prepared for the opportunity and the opportunity not to come than the opportunity to come and you not be able to take advantage of it because you are not prepared. The name of the game is preparation. Remember the 3 pillars of success: preparation, information, education. So unless you are prepared for the opportunity, this is going to come and you're not going to see it, because opportunities are seen with the mind, not with the eyes. So it's very important that you become prepared. A great occasion is to a man exactly what his preparation has enabled him to make of it. I love this. A great occasion is to a man exactly what his preparation has enabled him to make of it. So the opportunity will come, but if you're not prepared, first, you're not going to see it. And if you see it, you won't be able to take advantage of it because you are not prepared. So it's better to be prepared and not to have the opportunity. They have the opportunity come and you losing it or not seeing it because you are not prepared. We can forge opportunity We can force opportunities to come to us by being good at what we do. See, if you become good at what you do, the opportunities will come to you. People will seek you out, but you have to be good. You have to be good. You have to put up the time. It says it takes about 10,000 hours to become good at something really good, about 10 years. That's the price. I don't know how else to do it, but that's the norm. Is that it takes about 10,000 hours or 10 years to become really good at what you do. For instance, let's say that you have a business, or even if you're an employee, it really doesn't matter. How good are you at what you do? How good are you really? How much do you know? It says, question, what do you know? Do you know everything there is to know about your industry? Where did it begin? Why did it begin? Who started it? And what was your industry's annual value? So how much, in what industry are you in? Regardless what profession or industry are you in, how much you know about your industry, how much you have studied your industry, whatever it is, even your dishwasher or you wash RVs or whatever your industry might happen to be. How good are you at it? How good do you study? How many books have you read on your industry? How many books do you have in your library, home library, about your industry? So you got to be prepared for the opportunity because it is going to come. But if you're not prepared, you are going to miss it. You're going to lose it. What is how fast has it grown over the last 10 years or 20 years? Your industry, do you know how fast has it grown in the last 20 years? Do you know that most industries can double or triple in size in about 10 years? A lot of industries in the next 10 years will double or triple. How about your industry? How much do you know about your industry, about your profession, about what you do? It said, start studying, really learning your industry. And in 5 years, you'll be an expert like no one else. Imagine if you start learning your industry, studying it, reading books about it, listening to tapes, really studying your industry, 1 hour or two a day. In 5 years, you'll be an expert like no one else. You'll be a leader in your industry. But it takes time, it takes discipline, it takes preparation. You need to pay the price. You need to learn your industry. Again, how many books do you have in your home library about your industry? What was the last book you read about your industry? Really? What was the last book you read about your industry? The last seminar you attended about your industry? Each morning, it says here, each morning before you go to work, you should ask yourself, how can I increase my service today? If you are self-employed, if you have your own business, that should be your question all the time in your mind. How can I improve my service? How can I serve my customers better? How can I do more? How can I prepare more? How can I know more about this stuff? How can you how can I increase my service today? It says if you could. My mentor Aaron Nightingale, he said that he became famous and rich by concentrating in your industry half an hour a week. Just thinking about his industry, about his business, half an hour a week. He said he became famous and very, very rich. Just thinking about how can I improve my business? How can I improve my industry? How can I serve more? How can I grow this business? Half an hour, once a week. Once a week. It says, no man can get rich without enriching others. This is really interesting. You need to understand the name of the game is about service, about helping other people. No one can get rich legally. Okay, it's legally, okay, because I guess you can go and rob a bank, but no man or no person can get rich without enriching others. So when you focus on other people, when your focus is on how can I serve, how can I help, how can I grow these people, how can I help them grow, then you grow yourself. No one can add to prosperity without prospering in turn. See, no one can add to prosperity on any subject without prospering themselves. So it's not about you. It's always about them. How can you help people prosper? When you help enough other people to prosper, you prosper in turn. That's the way. That's the formula. That's how it's done. Zig Ziglar said, "You can help. You can have anything in life you want if you can help enough other people get what they want." Uh, it's very important. They said no one can add no anyone who wants to prosperity must in turn prosper itself. You need to understand that you need to become a creator, a doer, a builder, because you need to become a creator instead of a. You need to become creative and be competitive. So creation, competition is very harsh and competition, but creativity there is no limit to what you can create. So you need to become creative instead of competitive. Uh, you need to um, you need to affect life rather than receive what life has to give. You need to affect your life. You need to make your own destiny. So you are the architect of your own life or your own destiny. You need to see like that. Be aggressive, be proactive. You are affecting a life rather than receiving whatever life has to give you. To give, you need to be a contributor instead of a feeder. It's very important. You need to be a contributor instead of a feeder. Somewhere within the work you are doing right now looks an opportunity which can bring anything you can possibly want for yourself and your family. See, right there, wherever you're standing and whatever work you're doing or whatever business you have the opportunity to get anything in life you want. It's there. But you need to seek, you need to find it. But remember, the opportunities are not seen with the eye, are seen with the mind. So you need to be prepared for the opportunity, because the opportunity will not be labeled, "Hey, I'm opportunity. I'm here for you." It's there, but you need to look for it. You need to search for it. You need to look for it, and you need to find it. And once you find it, you need to cultivate it. You need to make it work. That's how this thing works. That's how life works. And Mr. Aaron Tingel leaves us 12 points to remember, he said. And the number one point is that within the work you are doing already, there are many, many opportunities waiting for you to discover them. Just remember that opportunities are seen with the mind, not with the eyes. See, number one, is 12 steps to get what you want. Number one, whatever it is you're doing right now, within your work, your profession, your job, or your business, there are many opportunities waiting for you to discover them. But opportunities are seen with the mind, not with the eyes. So once you start looking for them, once you know, okay, there is a diamond here. How do I find it? When you start looking for it, then you will find it. Number two, before you go out looking for greener pastures, know that the pasture under your feet has unlimited possibilities. You don't need to go anywhere else. Right under your feet, you have unlimited possibilities. Really, they're there. You just need to find them. Number three, there are no good or bad jobs. It's just how we go about them that makes them good or bad. See, there are no. I mean, I would wash dishes and washes. There's nothing wrong with washing dishes or washing cars or whatever. There is no a bad job. It's how we go about it that makes it good or bad. A lot of people go to work and you ask them, "What do you go?" "Oh, I gotta make money." They're dragging their feet. They really hate what they're doing. So it's not the job, it's the attitude on how we do it. Number four, we put ourselves in boxes that don't let us grow. Let's now remove those limits once and for all. See, if you don't prepare yourself, if you're not studying, if you're not reading, you're not growing, you are shrinking. And if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. You cannot stand still. You need to understand that. If you Most of us put ourselves in boxes. This is my box, and I go to work, I come home, and I get a beer or whatever. We have boxes. You need to understand that there are possibilities, there are opportunities, but you got to seek them out and you need to find them. And preparation is the name of the game. If you don't prepare yourself, you don't have a chance. Number five, only preparation guarantees we will be able to take advantage of the future opportunities. Again, only preparation guarantees we will be able to take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. The name of the game is preparation. If you're not prepared, you won't see them. If you see them, you won't be able to take advantage of them. Number 6, use your imagination to come up with ways to improve whatever it is you're doing now. See, imagination is fabulous. So whatever it is you're doing now, use your imagination. How can I make this better? How can I help more people doing what I'm doing now? How can I serve more people? How can I grow my business? How can I grow? How can I make it better? How can I serve more? Use your imagination to come up with ways to improve whatever it is that you're doing now. The name of the game is preparation, it's service. Number 7, learn all you can about your job, your company, and your industry. See, whatever it is, you're a dentist, whatever it is you do, you need to learn everything there is to know about your job, your profession, your career, your industry. If you need to learn, you need to be prepared. So the question again is, how many books have you read about your industry? How many books do you have on your home library about your industry? How many books do you read? What's this November? How many books have you read this year about your industry, your profession? You need to be prepared. The name of the game is preparation. And number 8, since there is no limit to the growth of your industry, it must follow that there is no limit to the growth, to your own growth and self-development. Whatever industry you're in, it's going to grow, it's going to double or triple in the next 10 years. If the industry can grow and triple in 10 years, imagine you. You can do a lot more than double or triple, but you need to be prepared. You really have no limits to your growth, your preparation, but you have to prepare yourself. Number 10, begin developing your home library with materials pertaining to your job, your profession, your industry. You need to constantly start buying books, reading books about your industry. You need to develop your home library about your job, your industry, or your profession. Preparation, information, education. That is the ticket. Number 11, set aside an hour a week to study and research your profession. If you do this 1 hour a week, just to research your industry, your profession, to focus 1 hour a week, get a timer, put a 60 minutes, and this thing for 60 minutes, you'll be amazed what you can do. Very few people do that. Very, very few people do that. And the ones that do, they get the amazing results. Rumor has it that Elon Musk works on 5 minutes increment. 5 minutes increments of all his things, and look at him now. 5 minutes. So if you imagine 1 hour a week on this, you'll be amazing. And number 12, remember the story of the acres of diamonds. Don't go anywhere else. Look under your feet first. For those who wants to have make money online, we still have the book, the ebook that we want to give you as a free gift for tuning us in. How to make money with your mouse. I convinced my friend Mohammed to give you a copy of his ebook, How to Make Money with Your Mouse. Anyone interested, just hit us, let us know, and we're glad to give it to you. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week. See you next Monday at 10 a.m.